Like it'll be great for our zip trip out in Culpeper on Friday. All right, with the summer heat in full swing, most people trying to find ways to stay cool. So how about a coolcation? New data from Trip.com shows a 74% increase in searches for destinations with lower temperatures. Some tips, some things you need to know about finding deals. We've got our resident travel expert, Troy Petenbrink, here joining us this morning. And Troy, what exactly is a coolcation? I mean, it sounds self-explanatory, but it seems to be growing in popularity.
Yeah, believe it or not, we were not talking about this just a couple years ago. Seriously, this is a relatively new term that we've thrown out there just in the last few years. And part of a coolcation is exactly how it sounds. It's going on vacation somewhere cooler. I mean, with this growing heat waves every summer, it's hard to escape the heat, and being on the beach just frying is kind of miserable. So a lot of people are really looking for these places where they can be outside and really enjoy themselves.
Okay, and there's a good array of places right here in the U.S. that you can go to when it comes
absolutely,
to this.
and especially from the Washington, D.C. area. I've said this many times before, with the fact that we have 3 airports makes it so easy for us to get away. And I think, you know, if you're looking for those quick getaways, going up to like Burlington, Vermont is a great destination. You know, a lot of people think of that as a fall destination, but it's wonderful in the summer. Lake Champlain, get out on the lake, have a great time there. Great beer destination if you like that. Easy flights to get to. Same thing with Portland, Maine. Great
destination. That's on my bucket list for sure.
Yeah, and, you know, and again, you know, you got the port there. If you really want to drive out, you can rent a car, go up to Arcadia, those sort of things. Again, really pleasant weather, and you get a little bit of that coastal beach thing. If you go later in the season, the water's actually kind of warm.
Oh, okay. So. There's some other places I know. You know, I used to live in Colorado when I was younger, and something I loved about summertime in Colorado is you still get that sunshine, the nice temperatures, but there's not as much humidity.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Especially coming from Washington, D.C., we know it's not just the temperatures all the time. A lot of times it's humidity, and Denver is a great choice. You know, the gateway to the Rockies. So if you're not even just in Denver, you can go out into the Rocky Mountains and enjoy that. Again, another great beer destination. I don't know why the beer seems to pop up on all these destinations, but they certainly do. Because my other choice is to actually go out to Seattle, Washington, the Pacific Northwest. Great direct flights there. Wonderful things to do. You got the Space Needle, you got the Cholula Museum, those sort of things. And then if you really want to be adventurous, go out to Anchorage. We have a direct flight out of Dulles.
To Anchorage,
we have a direct flight. United does a seasonal flight to Anchorage. Only 8 hours, so you're in Anchorage. It's the midnight sun. In the summertime, the animals are more active than most any other time of the year, so you really get a great opportunity to go out and see moose and bear and eagles and everything like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is
really
definitely on the top of my list too, is to do an Alaskan cruise and to be able to see all that. So you're saying summertime is really a better time to do that?
Yeah, it's a great time to do that.
Okay, what about internationally? I know there's a lot of places. That's where our good friend Steve Shinnaby is these days, up in Canada, having a bit of a coolcation
Yeah, I was going to say, if anyone's not following Steve right now, you should, because you'd be very jealous. He's in Banff in Canada, and you know, Canada's a great destination to go to right now. The summertime's wonderful, especially you avoid the fires, but Banff is wonderful. Halifax, again, another place where we have new direct flights, so you can go into Halifax on the East Coast. And then I think you could speak to a great destination, and that's Iceland.
Yes, I loved Iceland when I went there. Like you said, a little bit of that all-day sunlight when I was there. I mean, it would be like 11 o'clock at night, and we were still doing things. We had missed dinner, but it's you know, so nice out there. And like you said, the temperatures when we were there in May, lows of like 50 when we went. We had pretty good weather, but highs of like 65, 70. So very pleasant weather out there. Is that much of the same temperature range for a lot of these coolcations? Yeah,
so a lot of them, I will have to say, that's one caveat I have to give. Some of these places are starting to get a little warm as well. So you'll definitely want to be checking the temperatures before you head out. But definitely Iceland, there's a new direct flight there as well. So keep that in mind. And that's on United Airlines. Yeah,
very easy to fly straight into Reykjavik out of Dulles. And I think we flew out of BWI, so there was a direct flight out of there too.
Yeah, I think Iceland Air has it as well.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, Troy, I know you've always got new things for us. Where can people find you on social media?
Oh, follow along at Gay Traveler across all of it. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter.
Awesome. Well, we love having you. Thank you for teaching us to the world of coolcations, if you will. We're going to have to look for our next one to book. Meantime, still to come, temperature